Hello again. We are back with the raclette. I am very excited. I'm going to show you, now that I've learned a little bit about it, some things that I have learned and discovered. Today we are making steak sandwiches. How exciting. And let's just jump into it, right? So we have our steak pieces here. I've already seasoned them with some garlic salt and some black pepper. We're just going to throw it on there. It has warmed for a few minutes, so I'm hoping we get a nice, oh yeah, a nice sizzle. I'm just going to place those bad boys on there. And so I'm going to throw this slab on there because I suspect it's probably going to take a minute. You can, thankfully, throw bigger pieces of meat. Account for how big your piece of meat is, though. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a few minutes for sure. So bear with me. The really neat thing is that, so underneath, right underneath this grill, are these little sections for raclette pans. And in the pans, the last time I was able to make steak, what we did was we included garlic and butter on mushrooms, and we just put the mushrooms with the garlic and butter into the little raclette pans. And we put them underneath, and we allowed the butter to melt right into everything, and it was beautiful. So we're going to let that go. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check on it every so often, because if you don't have enough moisture or liquid, then you are going to have a little bit of a mess. It is going to stick to your surfaces a little bit. So just keep an eye on that. And so, yeah, it's already kind of doing that here. I will say one thing for this raclette grill is the stone portion of it doesn't really like it when you use it. Things stick a lot easier, so you really need to make sure that you're coating it for a nonstick kind of surface. Otherwise, you're going to have a little bit of a mess like I have here with the steak. I want to make sure that you all go into this knowing that. So make sure you lube up your surface real well if you don't want any of that leftover residue. These are fairly easy to clean, though. You can just put them in your sink and let them soak for a bit, and then you can scrape everything off. But try to do that ASAP after you're done cooking whatever it is that you cook. Open that guy. Let's see here. Alright, well, so far you can see it's already getting a little browner. Depending on how big or how fat your pieces are, you're going to want to check this fairly often, because there's nothing worse than you ruining a nice piece of meat, right? And don't let this fool you. This is not strictly for meat eaters. On the stone, you can put some very nice pieces of vegetables, any kind of vegetables that you may like, and let that cook a little bit. We're getting into the summer months, so we're going to be seeing a lot more people doing grilling and all of that. So this is a pretty good alternative to having a big old grill, because I live in an apartment And so I can't have a big piece of machinery like that, you know? And so I'm very excited to be able to take this out possibly and put it out in my patio and grill some burgers or hot dogs or whatever it is outside while we enjoy the weather. Because I live in the north. We don't get nice weather like this all the time. So I'm going to give them a little flip. And it's looking fairly nice on the outside here. We just want to make sure that we get all our sides so that nobody gets sick. That is not what we want to happen. Yeah. Looking pretty good, guys. We're looking at a little pink here. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty good. But we're getting there. Just going to let that go for a little bit and do its thing. And we're not going to mess with it or touch it for a couple of minutes. Just to let it get a nice kind of light pink brown color. Now this obviously just all depends on how you like your steak, what rarity you're at. And how you want to go with this and how long this is going to take for you. We're coming up on a few minutes here. All right, so I think we're doing all right. Where we might be just about done. We're just gonna see about it. So what you don't want to do is you don't want it to be too underdone and get folks sick. So I'm going to take these pieces off. Because nobody wants a burnt steak either. All right. So this was a demonstration of the Raclette Grill. Thank you for joining us, and I will catch you next time.